Ready to go?
Five. All to order the meeting on property on September 21st. Thanks. Supervisor Smith. Changes, anything, all those in favor, please say aye. Aye, opposed, thank you. Okay, let's see.
Okay. So also really happy for you guys this month is my budget review. You will find it attached. First part of the budget is the code 1355. We can start with the revenues if you want. My 1250 code is, I have it staying the same at 700 as it was last year. The 1251, which is the money that we charge back to the schools, that went up. I'm raising it up $30. The next one is 1258, which is the RPS license fees that we collect this money from the towns because we get a bill from New York State, ORPS, for our software that we use. Quite a few years back, we did a resolution to split that cost to the town, so the county pays 50%. This is the other 50% that we collect based on the number of parcels you have in your town. You all, I believe, paid those bills that are just out. They went out in August. Next is going to be the 1288 administrative fees. Last year, this was not in my budget. This year coming, it is, or should I say this year, it wasn't on the budget. This year coming, it is going in at $16,000. This is for going out and actually posting the properties in June, like I do every year. Except prior to this year, the county treasurer was collecting all that money. So it is going into the real property budget this year. Next is 2229. We have nothing in. And then we have 3040, which is reimbursement money for when I go to my conferences to get my education. New York State reimburses for the director's training. So next year, I'm only going to probably be reimbursed maybe $150 for the registration of the class because next year's excuse me, conference is going to be local. President of the association will be from Green County, but he is looking to come up here to have his conference up here. So he's saying either Saratoga or Warren County, but in here to meet him next Tuesday at the Peachtree Hotel, and we're also going to go to Marriott in Lake George to see what they have to offer for conference space. So that's why we won't be getting reimbursement for the hotel cost. It would only be for the cost. So to the expenses. Salaries are put in through upstairs. Nothing in my furniture, supplies money, looking to leave that the same. The 5,000 was the year before. The telephone looking to leave it the same, as well as postage and membership dues. So really have much there changing except until you get to code 444, which is travel, education. That is going up quite a bit. Because we are having a mapper. The only mapper I have is retiring next year in April. We're looking to hire anyone else as resolution went to the board. So we are going to get some GIS training. That GIS training, so it's about 3,000 for each class. So that's looking at 6,000 of this. The other 2,000 is for training for myself as well as my deputy, who has been traveling past this summer and summer before to the assessors Cornell education classes that they do in July. But she's been staying at her parents' house because we don't have enough money in our budget to put her in a hotel. So that's where that other 2,000 is gonna go to cover training, hotel and meals. I think. That code. Okay, so I also, if you can turn the page, the next one, that I have listed is the salary schedule that we include. We did do a couple of personnel requests, for raises for myself as well as my deputy. And those are both included in the packet. To budget code, which is the 499, the American Rescue Plan Act, which I don't have anything to do with. Then the next one would be 1970, which is supplies to town. So that is kind of a wash account. There's money that comes in from the town. The revenue part is we bill back to the town for the tax rolls. So money that comes in goes into that revenue code. But then that expense account is used for all of the supplies for town and county as well as school tax bills. Binders, paper, printing. So that's always over the years been a wash account set at the same dollar amount for 5 years at least. And that's all I have on my budget.
Thank you. Be there. For time. Wow.
Yeah.
Fine.
What doesn't show up?
All right, we actually, at budget, that was taken out. So that's, yeah, that's why it's showing there. If I was asked to read it.
That's all, yeah. Anything further from the school?
I just. Thank you. Here. Hold on, it's kept us informed of what. Thank you.
I appreciate it. Thank you. It is 21st, Saturday, 21st of October. It's held right here in the front court. You can see where the booklets on the end of the table. The auction actually starts at 10 a.m., but they start registering bidders at 8 a.m. So, if you've never seen it, it's kind of a good thing to maybe come and watch one. You know, it goes. It is not, you have to come to the courthouse. Okay.
Thank you. Director of Property and I discussed one issue, but before I hit that, I just want to let the committee know that we did receive the judgment of foreclosure from in court yesterday, approving the tax auction of 30 parcels. And that's the auction that will occur. Part of that, 21st. Part of that order also includes some additional steps that the county who the county treasurer will take to comply with the Supreme Court case that came down out of the County on the May 25th. Court of Appeals. You can be in full compliance and will be in full compliance with constitutional requirements now by the Supreme Court. The larger second topic for discussion is the ongoing conversation about the future of tax foreclosure legislation in the state of New York. A bill that has been delivered to the governor. It was delivered back in June. Has not yet been signed. It's a bill that would place a 12-month moratorium on the transferring title to any property that is due to the foreclosure process. Hoping going forward with the judgment is that we'll be able to conduct the auction, close on sales quickly in order to convey title. Just in case the governor does choose to sign that bill, been sitting in her office for a few months. If that bill is signed, as I understand it, the reason for that bill was that there are two competing schools of thought on what a future tax foreclosure process should look like in the state of New York. There are very different proposals. One proposal by many of the upstate counties is to provide some small tweaks and changes to the existing statutes so that they will fall into compliance with court ruling this past summer. I expect that those will be somewhat similar to tweaks for now. I noticed over and above the amount. The other proposal will more or less cancel the existing statute and replace it with a much more burdensome process of notifying individuals with classification. If that works 12 months is kind of middle ground, give the legislature some thinking and release the question for Warren County given our time to be slightly different. Is we have my office from the Treasurer's office list of potential delinquent properties for the 2024. We have 367 parcels that are delinquent either on 2 years or 3 years. That will end up, if not paid, either in late November or delinquency that the treasurer filed. That filed in this fall, the basis and the connection to the time for foreclosure in March 2024 as a result of the judgment. September, the October auction. So I'm not talking about what's next month. I'm talking about the process for the next 12 months. When we brought these tax searches and claims at the last one. Purpose is to identify all interested parties of record for any parcel. It's kind of similar to the search of the history of the property to make sure that we're buying good, clear title. We're doing the search to make sure that any interested party to completion, so that at the end of the process, when the judgment gets issued, like the judgment yesterday, it cancels and removes any interest or lien or judgment against those parcels forever. So the county can take any title and then sell it following the auction. It's substantial. The real issue is every property gets assessed a fee for doing those functions. One to bring to the community's attention because on offense of property. And so do we go forward and start this rather large process? It takes multiple months to do over time. To start assessing those fees on property based on the status of the law now, or do we delay, understanding there's a possibility of a 1 year moratorium kicking in, which would prevent us from going forward in 24 without the whole process? Or option 3, that the legislature acts with a completely different plan going forward in the future. I'm really conservatively doing the searches puts us in the best position if we're able to go forward. But by the same degree, it will also result in some additional fees to test for all on the list, which as of now is
That the second for them to a moratorium on proceedings or the auction.
so not 100% on that. I understand not to report off if the moratorium isn't the purpose of the moratorium. Moratorium is signal.
Really about the proceeds. The auction is not gonna get anybody to get out of the foreclosure.
Very closely connected. Always currently, there is no legislation that comes for the current auction, or as of today, with a proceeding next year. I just believe that for the first time in 2 decades, it should.
Well, why don't we wait and see?
Don't have to make any decision today. Would want to start purchase by October. Now that's all based on slightly the third. I feel that's 100. And we brought it up for to start taking it.
Note on the just a little note on the moratorium too, if that is, that's gonna restrict it really for 2 years worth of auctions. Unless we were to actually change our timetable. If she signs in December, it puts a year on. And typically they would start their searches for the next year. We won't know because she could always extend the moratorium at the end of the following or the first year. So that makes it a little difficult.
But that, none of that is gonna stop us doing searches. So
No, none of it does stop us from
No.
those searches, it's the equities,
Here, but
just the equities of incurring some additional costs. Which one argument would be that. The argument is some people aren't able to.
Any thoughts today from the city, or should we put it on any agenda item? Put it on the agenda for next month. Oh,
That's fine, I'm grateful. That's fine. As far as we have to- in the mountains. So, haven't done them because of the. Thank you.
none motion to adjourn.